Hey guys, and welcome to another exciting episode of Looks and Wisdom Sundays with me, Oluchi. This month we are celebrating the anniversary of this book, and this is the last episode. So we spoke about really the reason why the book exists. We spoke about all the chapters, which is listening, solitude, intention, self-awareness, the past, communication, forgiveness, boundaries, relationship. And the last frontier is, of course, what? Acceptance. And I say that because it really is the lifesaver in life, just accepting things as they are and hoping for the best. This is the best tool for manifestation. This is the best tool for building anything, really. So if you are a real estate agent and you're building a new block of flats, you really have to accept the fact that they're going to be ready in 2 years. Otherwise, you're wasting your time with the anxiety and stress. So basically, the last chapter of the book, as well as the conclusion, talks about the fact that after all of the awakening, after all of the healing, after all of the purging, after all of the solitude, after everything that you've done, the most important thing that you can do is accept the situation as is. And if you don't like it as is, work towards improving it and just immersing yourself in the presence. And what did I want to say also? It's very hard. It really is very hard because you learn more information as you get better at yourself. So you have to learn that, accept that, move to the next one, learn, accept, and move to the next one. And I think one of the most challenging things for me is getting to the point where I'm like, you know what, we have to accept it, because my brain does a little electrical thing where it's like, really, is this what we want to do? But really the essence and the importance of acceptance is understanding that the past is really the past. There is nothing that can be done. Literally anything that happened a few seconds ago has no future in the future unless you drag it in your brain, because it cannot occur again. It really cannot. And this is how people find themselves in the same cycle over and over again, because they're carrying that past. Okay, I become that toxic relationship, but let me think about it all the time. I was in a toxic relationship. So it undermines all the work that you've done. And if you carry that, chances are you're going to end up in another toxic relationship. So basically, acceptance is just allowing things to be as they are. It's hard for us as human beings because we have brains to look into the past and we have brains to look into the future, and being present in acceptance is a very, very hard concept. But really, I had to accept that what happened to me is exactly what happened to me. If I don't want it to happen again, I can just take the lessons and keep it pushing. Otherwise, I'm always going to be stuck in that cycle. And I learned that people are always going to drag you into wherever you were before. Always going to drag you. So you need to be strong on your acceptance. People don't want to accept the fact that I'm a new person. It's okay, but really I am a new person and I want to go in that direction. So it decreases your heartache and your headache, and it is the last frontier, really. There's nothing more I can say about acceptance, otherwise I'm wasting your time just dragging it. It's being fully immersed in the present moment and taking life as is, and taking the lessons of the past and moving in stride towards the direction of the future that you want. Hello, I just sounded intelligent. Basically, that's what acceptance is. Accepting the past, accepting the wrongs, the right. And also in acceptance, I've learned to realize that really what you thought was wrong ultimately is going to be what you find to be right. I think it's the same thing I said about relationships, where you think that the differences are really just the worst thing, but really they are the best things. It's exactly like that in life. I've realized that the places where I thought I was in the worst of the worst have taken me to the highs of the highs, and I always move in that direction. I always move in that spirit, and I really don't want to waste anybody's time, but really just go with the flow of your life and accept who you are and move in that direction. What happened to you is exactly that, what happened to you, and you have the power to let it go. You have the power to hold on to it. You have the power to let it torture you. You have the power to learn the lessons and move away from it. You have the power. Acceptance is understanding that you are, and you are exactly who you say you are. Whether you want to believe that you are part and parcel of your past and you want to always usher that forward in front of you, or you really want to be like, that is who I was in the past and I'm going to be a different person in the future, which is what I always do. Like, okay, every time I move on, I make sure I pack everything and be out. Change my phone number, change my address, change the job, change. Every time I leave a situation, I'm always out, like everything. So really, acceptance is just moving on and accepting what was is, and you do that by being immersed in the present moment. And we've learned about how to be present prior, through meditation, through exercising, through walking, through everything that anchors you into the present moment. And the last thing I really wanted to say is thank you to everybody that has supported me. This has been a very, 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 very long journey. It's been the most overwhelming for me. It's been the most fulfilling for me. It's been the most depressing for me. It's been the most joyous for me. It's brought me my most anxieties. It brought me my hells, and it brought me my heavens too. And I'm so proud of the process and how far we have come. And I hope I'm given strength to continue, because I really enjoy what I'm doing, and to carry on. And of course, I do this for people who are exactly like me. I don't try to go find people in the streets. It's for people who are supposed to get this message. And I am my muse. Really, my life is just the what inspires the artistry in everything that I do, in the way that I talk, in the way that I act. And I'm so proud of how far I have managed to push this, and how much strength I've found I have. I thought I had strength, but when things are going, you realize that you have other strengths that you didn't know you have. So I'm proud of the process, and I'm going to continue. And I hope I inspire people to be better at themselves. And that's it. I don't want to get too emotional, but really, 1 year anniversary. Thank you for allowing me to be part of your lives, and thank you for being part of my life and for making my dreams come true. I mean, this came from inception to here, and 1 year later we're here, and I'm so proud and so grateful for it. I'll be around. Thank you guys for joining this episode of Looks and Wisdom Sundays. I'll see you again for a normal edition. Thank you.
Thank you for joining. See you next week with another episode of Looks and Wisdom with Oluchi.